Morning everyone. So I wanted to record this video for over a week and I haven't been able to because one, I was on holiday, so I was enjoying blue time, and secondly because I didn't have the amber jumper with me, but I do now. It's back, we're back home. And the reason I'm wearing amber because I want to talk about monitoring, really important conversation I had with a diary detox client. So remember, first of all, the 3 green behaviors, thinking, communicating and improving. Those are the things that if you fill your diary with those will take your business, your people and you upwards, make you better. Versus the amber behaviors, monitoring and directing, and those are the things that will maintain the status quo, keep things where they are and manage risk. Then there are the red, doing, and the brown, floating behaviors, and those things, if you put them in your diary too much, will take your organization, your people and you backwards, make you worse. So the conversation I had just over a week ago with a diary detox client, I was monitoring, so I was checking up on how they were getting on, and they were a bit stressed. And during the conversation, I had a bit of an inkling that there was something really important that they weren't doing. And I said, just out of interest, are you doing your weekly diary detox? And they said no. And I said, well, why not? And they said, well, because it's holidays. I'm only working half the time, spend the rest of my time with my kids, and my diary isn't that full, so I don't really need to. And I said, that's a fundamental misunderstanding. It's more important when you're not busy that you do your diary detox, or maybe not more important, but as important when you're not busy as it is when you are. Now, the thing that they were getting stressed about was that they were spending their time wondering, what's this next big thing I'm going to be doing after the holidays? And also, what should I be doing towards that now, if anything? And that is step number 3 of the weekly diary detox. It spells out DETOX. I'll turn it around because otherwise I'll end up swearing at you with my hands. The third one, that one there, is T, target. And what that does is it gets you to a point where you understand what your real big targets are going to be and what you're going to work towards. Now, what was happening with this particular client was they hadn't thought about that, and then they were spending their holiday worrying about what they didn't know. And one of the benefits about doing the weekly diary detox, even when you're not busy or during holiday, is that it gets you to think about, well, these are the things that I need to do, and I'm actually going to consciously not do those for the next week, 2 weeks, however long my holiday is. So I said, do me a favor, go away and do your weekly diary detox now. It'll take you about 20 minutes, go and do it, give me a call back, and we'll have a chat about it. That's what they did. They went away and they did that key step number 3 for this particular challenge that they were experiencing. And when they came back, they said, wow, I've only got 3 things that I actually want to really achieve over the next period. And there's nothing really I can or want to do over the next few weeks about those 3 things. So now I'm okay. I feel relaxed because I know that I'm cool. And that's the important thing. There's this massive misconception that when you're dealing with anything that's around productivity or time management or whatever, that when you're busy, you only roll them out when you're busy. And it's like, no, roll them out when you're not busy as well. And here's why it's also important. It's because if you're busy, if your diary is empty, every single example where I've seen somebody who has an empty diary and they leave that unplanned, that time always, not mostly, always ends up either red or brown. Unmanaged, unplanned time never, ever becomes green or amber. We'll get run over here. That's the owner of this lovely estate that I'm on right now. And that's really important. So because that time is not managed, it's not thought about, you don't do your weekly diary detox, that time will become brown or red, and that's not what you want. And if it doesn't become brown or red, you get stressed, which is exactly what happened with this particular person. So really important story, the weekly diary detox works because amber behavior works. You're checking to make sure your week has in it what it needs to have in it. That's it for now. Enjoy the rest of the summer holidays. Have a great day and have a great weekend.